Hello everybody and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 25 map guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at Põllu Küla. But before that, this video is brought to you by Chris Miller and Mervyn Knotts. Thank you for being farm barons. So the Põllu Küla map can be found at the FarmingSimulator.com website or the in-game downloadable content menu, and as of the 1.0 release, this map is available for PC and Mac players only. Now, while the website description doesn't list the required mods, there are 3 required mods. If we factor in the size of those mods and the map itself, we're looking at a total download size of 490 megabytes. They are Cowshed 28 by 17, the Old Buildings Pack, and the Peat Equipment Pack. Let me read you a little bit of the description. Welcome to Põllu Küla. This is a semi-fictional Estonian style map. This map has lots of forests, over 50,000 trees, custom transport and deadwood missions, custom spray paint tree markings, HR is thinning, TR is clear cut, and KK is selective cut. Some roads are plowed in the winter and some have snow. There are 42 fields ranging from 0.3 hectares to 2.89 with 27 meadows. There is a medium-sized farm on this map, and while the description says there are 2 sell points, I counted up 4. There is a custom soil map included with this map. If you are playing with precision farming, we'll be taking a look at that in a little bit. And there is a big peat field and peat production that can be bought. With that said, let's jump back over here to the map itself and take a look around the PDA. We start here kind of in the southeast corner of the map, starting with farmland ID 43. That is going to be the main farm and a little bit of forest, so we get a little bit of farming and forestry at the start. Should we choose to not own the starting farm, then we will need to buy this for $175,032 if we want to start in this area. Regardless if we own the farm or not, we will have the buildings and the starting machinery in all game modes, owning the farm or not. We also have farmland ID 35, 29, and 28 at the start. This map includes all the standard crops available to us in Farm Sim 25, in addition to peat as an additional crop. And those peat fields that were described in the description, or talked about in the description, are up here at Farmland ID 107, which you can buy for $410,000. Now, in addition to that, we take a look here at our precision farming soil map. As I alluded earlier, we are looking at a custom soil map that is a part of this map. And here you can see we do have quite an interesting set of different soil types per field. If we take a look at our crop counter, we are looking at a standard FS25 crop counter on this map. And then with respect to peat, well, we can plant peat anywhere between March and November and then harvest it year-round. We do have one animal shed on this map, and that is at the main starting farm. It is going to be a cow pen. We do have contracts available on this map on fields that we do not own. There are no productions available, so none pre-placed, owned, or available. And with respect to, again, our sell points, as I mentioned, I did count up a total of 4 different sell points scattered around this map. If we take a look at our statistics, you also see that we have 10 collectibles. They are custom small Estonian flags. And if I remember, I'll point out at least one of those, so you only have 9 more to find. Now, as far as our starting fleet goes, let's take a look at our garage menu. Again, we'll have this regardless if we own the farm or not. We start out with the Aprilia RX 125 motorbike and the International Series 200 pickup truck. We have the John Deere 6R250, the McCormick X8 631 VT drive, and the New Holland T7 300 medium tractors. We have our FarmTech DDK 2400 trailer. We have the ProLander 7500 cultivator, as well as the Ultima 800 seeder. And then for our fertilizing, we have the FarmTech Super Cease 800 slurry tanker. We have the New Holland CH 7.70 harvester, the 25-foot Superflex New Holland grain header, and then the Nardi N40BX header trailer. If we should choose to do a little bit of silo compaction, we have the Sturgo 485 Pro, as well as the MES 400 leveler. We have our Semez Z2 840H windrower, the Faro 410 4010D forage wagon, and the Semez KDF 341S front mower and XT 390 rear mower. We have the MKS 8 liquid tanker, and then we also have the Farsen PF 2.24 plus TMR mixer, and we wrap it all up with the log transport trailer in the 144ND. With respect to mods and DLCs, while this map doesn't have any, we do have the peat equipment pack that is listed as a required mod, and should we wish to use this on the peat fields, well, we will have access to that either under the mods and DLC section or under the peat equipment pack section of the store. Now, if we just jump on our motorbike and make our way down the lane, we'll be able to check out our main starting farm. Everything at this farm can be sold, including the decorational elements. As we pull in from the lane, we're going to have our kind of old rundown farm silo with our dump and fill point. On the left, we're going to have our farmhouse and our kind of tractor storage. So we have our wardrobe trigger and our sleep trigger. Continuing to make our way around the farm, we have our cow barn. We're going to be able to have a total of 65 cows in this building. So we have our feed trough, we have our slurry point, and we have our cow delivery point. First, we're going to bring our straw inside of here as well. We're going to have our milk fill trigger located right here. Some of our starting machinery, a pull-through silage bunker, and some more of our machinery. And that, folks, is pretty much the main starting farm. Now, once we get a little bit of altitude, we can kind of take a look around the map. You see we have a fair bit of forest right here at the starting farm that we can really start to clear out and reap some financial benefits from. We make our way down the south. We've got several fields set up here. Lots of these could easily be merged simply by taking out a row of trees and then plowing the fields together. Make our way up the eastern edge of the map. Lots of forest again, so this map's going to work really good for folks who are interested in both forestry and farming. We have those peat fields located right here. And let's make our way back kind of along this road. So I'm going to jump over to a few things. So first off here, we have our wood sell point at the sawmill. This isn't production, which is a little surprising given the fact that we've got 50,000 trees. We're kind of incentivized that this is going to be a forestry-inspired map, yet there's no forestry-inspired production. Just a simple sell point located right here. Yeah, if we make our way over here to Walter's abode. Make our way north to David's house. And I mentioned I was going to show you what one of the collectibles looked like. Well, here we go. We've got a little Estonian flag here on the fence row. And if we get up close to it, we're going to be able to collect that. There's 9 more around the map for you to find. And I can tell you that, well, at least some of them are in no ways as easy to spot as that one. Farmer Ben's just hanging out down there as well. Then the rest of the stuff's going to be kind of right here in the town. We have our fuel point. We have our vehicle dealership. Let's make our way inside. We have our dealership trigger. Let's go ahead and pick something up. Then inside the service bays, we have our dealer trigger. And then we have the entirety of the front parking lot for our vehicles to spawn. Now, it's a little bit of a missed opportunity, in my opinion, that these are not actual usable greenhouses. They're all just deco elements. But imagine if we could have purchased this land, we could have had access to lots of greenhouses, possibly some beehives and other things. And then kind of here at the industrial park, we're going to have our stone crusher. We have our warehouse where we can, of course, buy and sell goods. So we have a sell point there. We have a buy trigger at the side door. We're going to have a lime fill point here as well. And then we're also going to have a sell point here at the storage bay. And that is pretty much what we have going on here at Põllu Küla. I mean, it's a nice, interesting map with lots of things going on. I just kind of wish there was a bit more going on with it, especially themed with the forestry, given the fact that we're looking at, according to the description, over 50,000 trees. So it would be pretty cool to have in-depth forestry production here with sawmill, with carpentry, maybe the cooper, and various other things as well. And it would be nice maybe if we had a couple other farm options also available to us. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below with respect to this particular map. And until next time, happy farming.